So here we have Ikit at his starting position near Skavenblight, just taken to Barrow. We see the stats here for the Warlock, which we haven't seen before, but let's take a look at Ikit's skill tree to start us off. As we can see at the top here, this is the Storm Demon, major magical damage, a projectile that's effective as all ranges, magic missile he can do there, plus 2 public order, and armor piercing bonus versus large there. We also have the fact he can be mounted on a Doom Flare, which we've known for a while, a Doom Wheel as well, and he has the Warp Stone tokens, which add to the Magic Winds of Reserve and increase miscast chance, can be sneaky with the 10% missile resistance and magic resistance there. Going along the bottom, the second line here, magical cooldown lowered, plus 3 for Warlocks, 50% chance of Warp Fuel, Concentrated Flame increases his missile damage over time, and the Recruitment down 1, and the Doomsday Scientist, which looks like it boosts his Brass Orb ability. 8% physical resistance, melee attack, weapon strength, armor, magic resistance, speed, charge bonus, hit point bonuses, as we've seen before. And we also have Adrenaline Rush, which is, a bonus to armor piercing there. And Unbreakable for a time, it looks like, so 15 seconds. That's pretty handy for Ikit to have as well. And, of course, the passive ability, Second Wind, replenishes hit points of combatants for 15 seconds. So that's pretty good all round, plus 12 melee defense for him. We know he has the Law of Ruin, so the Law of Ruin spells basically make up this row. You've got Musk of Fear, the Howling Warp Gale, the Death Frenzy, and Scorch, as well as Evasion there, Crack's Call, the Skitter Leap, and the bonuses to magic usage. The rest is pretty much standard stuff we've seen before. You have Infiltrator there with the Night Runners. We've seen this upgrade path, I believe, mostly on these last 2 rows before. So let's switch over to Ikit's character card. And we see his Iron Frame, what ability that item gives him. The 10 armor, 5 magical resistance, 5 physical, and 10 weapon strength. And we also see his ability here of minus 50% upkeep for those weapons teams that we are getting the pack, the Warp Giselles, the Rattling Gunner, the Warp Fire Thrower. That's about it, really. We've seen his skills there. So let's have a look at some of the mechanics in the game, starting off with his Forbidden Workshop. In the workshop, you can upgrade certain units in the game, and it either affects the hero units or all the units in all armies. And you do this by using Warp Fuel, which you get randomly during battles and with food. So you can upgrade individual units. Looking at the Doom Flares here, you see that you can also upgrade the whole workshop here with 2 level going up, and that will unlock more options as we go down this list. As you can see, there are a number of upgrades, either for Doom Flayers as units or for heroes who are riding them, really depending on which of these upgrades you go for. Now, it ranges from a huge range of things, as you can see here, from ward saves to allowing Doom Flayers the Stalk ability, increased missile resistance, lots of different things, Winds of Magic improvement for heroes. So really you get to build out and improve your army. It's almost like a second research layer. With the Doom Wheel, we also see some great bonuses here. Missile resistance damage, bonus versus infantry, increased weapon strength, by significant margins, double shot, shooting 2 projectiles on the Doom Wheel, stuff that could really have an effect on how these units operate in battle over the course of your campaign. And a lot of fun things, stuff like Perfect Vigor, the armor, the magic bonus there, all great little additions, and the increase to speed there. Looking at some of the weapons team, a few less options, but still pretty good ones. Endless Drain there replenishes ammunition when below 80%. That's pretty good. The reload time reduction for the Rattling Gunners, fantastic stuff. More ammo, more missile damage. Great bonuses for them there. We also have missile damage for the Warp Fire Throwers, and a few other bonuses. And as we can see, the bonuses for the Warp Giselles here as well. Now, at the bottom of each of these branches, as you pick one of these upgrades, you fill this bar, which gets you extra bonuses on top of the ones you already have. Here, the missile damage going up, including the attribute Stalk ability, the Regiment of Renown. So this is how you unlock special Regiments of Renown, not necessarily your standard ones, but additional ones on top of that, which we covered in what would be exactly involved in this. You also build Doom Rockets in the workshop, and you can add to the effects that the Doom Rocket has when you use it in battle, and trust me, it is devastating when you see it. It's quite the sight to behold. But little bonuses here for when you use it to give additional advantage to your armies when you decide to go for that option. And, you know, you can build up to 5 of them. There are upgrades and stuff you can get to increase that number of available Doom rockets to you as well. Now, going back and looking down at some of the upgrades for stuff like the Doom Flares at the bottom, I think I may have missed this, but plus 20 armor, plus 15% missile resistance, the armor-piercing damage there, melee attack, poison, melee defense, melee attack, enables sundering, I think that was, ward save, weapon strength, and again, the special Regiment of Renowned unit for them there. The Doom Wheel, equally some other upgrades available for it as you go along this path, so the more you upgrade, the better it gets as well, and you get an unlocked Regiment of Renown unit as well for them. So all in all, a great little addition, a lot of improvements, and a lot of fun things to aim for when you're playing Skaven as the campaign. Let's also have a look now at the Under Empire, and there are a number of different buildings that you can build in the Under Empire, a lot more options than I was actually expecting. You can build annexation buildings. This will give you bonus to leadership stuff in the province you'd be going through under this section, it looks like. Now, whether you want bonuses to the leadership and campaign movement, or in the other branch across here, we see that it's more about hero actions and Skaven corruption increase with Vanguard for your local armies. So really, if you're looking to lay the foundation of attacking that city in the future, there's some great stuff available. Rat King increases corruption, again, if you're just trying to build that up. And you'll notice that each of these buildings also has a level of discoverability to them. Now that is a total bar at the bottom next to the building there of 100. You can build concealment to lower that. See, minus 20 for the murder holes here, which enables you to maybe build the more complex structures, which have a much higher rate of discovery for you. So a lot of ideas to play around with to really get the most out of your Under Empire. You can get food increased as well under the food section here. So generating food is what you can use Under Empire cities for as well. Handy buildings to have, and also ability to just generate some coin, a set amount, increasing up to 400 gold, or you can move over to the other column, and this is more percentages, going to a maximum of 50% of the income bonus, much like we saw for the Vampire Coast DLC, allowing you really just to milk them there. It can also spread by itself, the Under Empire, with this building, the Subterranean Kit, which gives you, I think it's a 5 to 10% chance of it going somewhere else. A bonus to Winds of Magic reserved for an area, upkeep bonuses, and, you know, income falling construction for all buildings, and income increase faction-wide. So really a lot of options there in terms of how you want to build out your Under Empire. And, yeah, really fascinating new mechanic there, and allows you maybe to play a more lawful version of the Skaven in campaigns going forward. Well, that's about it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look at Ikit Claw's upgrades and the new mechanics in his campaign. I thought, you know, show you it all up front rather than going through all of this in my individual campaign video. But we will be kicking off an Ikit Claw campaign. If you'd like to see the first part of that, do click the top right-hand corner now, or you'll maybe find the link in the description below. But as I said, as always, guys, a huge thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you all on the next one. All right, guys, bye.